Hey guys, meteorologist Jonathan Kegas here. Thank you for dialing up the ClickOrlando.com YouTube channel. We are talking about the severe weather threat coming to really all of Florida tomorrow. On Thursday, Central Florida especially has a heightened risk for a few strong to severe thunderstorms as we move into the latter stages of the morning on Thursday especially, and that'll continue really into the middle part of the afternoon. So our storm system right now is back well towards our west, and you can see all the darker reds on your screen here. That is a nasty line of thunderstorms along a cold front that is going to bring the coolest air of the season, no doubt, into Central Florida by the time we get into Halloween weekend. So it's certainly going to feel festive. We just have to dodge this severe weather threat. It's a strong cold front, the strongest that we've seen in a long time, no doubt, this season. So there are the storms that are sliding through parts of Texas and Louisiana right now. I want to show you this other perspective. This is the water vapor imagery now, and you can see the moisture and the way the atmosphere is moving into the mid-levels, and you see all that orange color. That is some dry, cool air. All of the moisture is kind of surging up out ahead of that cold front. It's acting as the fuel to get some nasty storms. There's already been a couple of tornadoes, at least one big one, right on the Texas-Louisiana border or close to it earlier on Wednesday. That is the system that is going to be tracking in this direction. That line itself that is out there now is going to decay, but all of this drier air, that's what's moving in really for the second half of Friday. And as we go into the weekend, Halloween is looking gorgeous if you like things on the cooler side. Certainly maybe jacket-worthy weather for some. So in terms of that severe weather threat, there we go again. The highlighted areas, really the entire Florida peninsula with that level 2 out of 5 for the severe weather threat moving in for the afternoon as I get rid of some of these arrows for you. That's everybody highlighted in the yellow. That is most of Central Florida through Kissimmee, Orlando, Sanford, Daytona Beach. Even though that we are not highlighted in this, and most of Brevard, most of Osceola, at least southeast of St. Cloud, certainly something that you want to pay close attention to as we move into late Thursday morning and through the middle part of the afternoon. So here is the timeline now for that risk for severe weather. There we go at 4 o'clock in the morning. A couple of these storms start to bubble back up. This is going to be right along a warm front that is going to be surging through. Okay, so that's where our first round of a couple of storms. Those could be on the stronger side, but really the main event isn't going to work through until that upper low that I just showed you that had all that brown and orange color. That's hanging back into Texas right now. That won't start to be a factor until we get into the latter stages of the morning. So here we go at 7 o'clock. Things start to pick up just a little bit more. And then as we get deeper into the morning, 9, 10 o'clock, that's when the real severe weather threat starts, the widespread severe weather threat starts. And we're looking especially for these isolated cells. Anything that can be discrete is going to have the potential to spin a little bit. When these storms start to spin, that's when they have the potential to produce a tornado. So that's what we're going to be watching. The environment, it's not primed for a tornado outbreak by any means, but certainly the ingredients are coming together decently enough that we could have several tornado warnings tomorrow afternoon and evening, really as early as late Thursday morning. And then some of these could actually come into fruition. You see these little isolated discrete cells. We don't like whenever they are isolated or discrete. Certainly that threat ramps up a little bit more as we get into the early and middle part of the afternoon. So here we go. Again, these little kidney bean shapes. Don't like that. This is the high resolution computer model picking these out. And again, showing those little kidney bean shaped storms. Those are supercell thunderstorms. And again, that's the thunderstorms that you typically see bring tornadoes, or the tornado producing thunderstorms. Just because the supercell does not necessarily mean it's going to produce a tornado, and oftentimes they don't. But certainly, again, when the high res model is showing those kidney bean shapes, certainly, again, something you need to be paying attention to is the environment is, again, pretty decent to producing tornadoes on Thursday throughout a lot of Florida, especially in that yellow highlighted color through Central Florida. So here we go for our risks for thunderstorms, the risk for severe weather, at least the hazards coming out of this. There we go. On our Thursday, damaging wind, lightning are going to be the main threats, heavy rain as well. These are going to be moving by pretty fast, so we're not talking about these storms kind of dumping a ton of rain on you in a short amount of time. So the flood threat isn't really high, although the rain is going to be heavy at times. The most concerning thing here is, though, the tornado threat. It's not sky high, but it's not low either. It's in that medium range again, so it's certainly not a zero threat. And certainly it's one of the threats that we are going to be pinpointing on Thursday through the Central Florida area. So as always goes, on a day like tomorrow, make sure you have a way to get your watches in mornings. If you download the Pinpoint Weather app, the new 6 app, it's a free download. It's a great way to put in your location, and then anytime there's a watch or warning issued, you are going to get that sent right to your phone. You're also going to get updates like the one you are seeing here pushed out to you too whenever there's something concerning coming in your direction. We'll give you that heads up as well. And again, just to know your severe weather safety plan. In terms of a tornado, you do not want to be in a mobile home. You want to be in the lowest level of your home. Of course, there's not many, if any, basements in the state of Florida, but you want to be in the lowest level of your home. Certainly put as many walls in between you and the outside as possible. A bathroom, a closet, an interior room. Always a good idea to cover your head. Most injuries and fatalities when it comes to tornadoes isn't being sucked up by the thing itself. It's from things crashing around you or things being blown into you. So it's always important. Putting on a bike helmet is a good idea if there's a tornado warning coming in your direction, and we'll let you know certainly if there's when to do that. But always a good idea at this stage in the game, as we are kind of waiting for the ingredients to come together, to always have your severe weather action plan in play. Alrighty guys, subscribe to this channel. Thank you for tuning in. And again, always make sure you have your severe weather action plan ready. We'll continue to have updates for you on clickorlando.com. Again, subscribe. Again, I'm meteorologist Jonathan Kegas. Thank you so much for tuning in.